All right, so second to last video here in our Linux series, and this one is a very important one. So we're going to cover a few things. I want to cover how to install files, how to install updates, and how to get files from GitHub. All these are going to be very important and things that you're going to encounter as a pen tester all the time. So from a Linux perspective, let's say that you want to update your system and you're in the terminal. Well, what you can do is you can say something along the lines of apt update, and we'll say also apt upgrade when you're done with that. So what this is going to do is this is going to go out, and you can see these archive.linux, and I'll scroll back up here. And all these tools need to be installed, but this archive.linux.edu, so this is what's called a repository. So we're going out to these repositories and we're saying, hey, what's been updated lately and what do we need to download? And you can see, okay, these packages that are automatically installed no longer required. We can auto remove them if we need to. And then we have all these new packages that need to be installed. If you look through the list, it's quite a bit. And then we've got the packages that'll also be upgraded through here as well. So we have all these updates, upgrades, etc. If we want to perform this, it's going to take up 871 megabytes of additional disk space, and it will probably take a little bit of time to download, upgrade, etc. So if you want to do this, go ahead and push your update. You absolutely don't have to be successful in the course, but just to provide clarification and understanding of how it's done and what it's doing, just wanted to point that out. Now, let's say we just wanted a tool, a specific tool. You see all these things in here. A lot of them are related to like Python, which is interesting because I do want to install a Python tool. So let's install a tool called pip. So what we're going to do is we're going to say apt install, and then the tool is called pip, but it is python-pip like this. So type that in, hit enter, and it's going to go check for it. It's going to look for it, and it found it, which is great. If it weren't to find it, it would say something a little different. We can show you, like say, just hit some numbers in there. Say unable to locate that package. So you'll know you're on the right track with the package name here. So I'm going to go ahead and actually hit yes to install this. It's going to go out and download everything we need for pip. And you're going to see why pip is important here. So there is pip and there's pip3. Now both of those go out and do some installs for us. And we're going to go ahead and just say yes. And those installs are related to Python. So we're going to use a lot of tools in this course that are related to Python. And it's going to install those tools for us. So pip is for Python, pip3 is for Python 3. Now Python 3 is the latest and greatest. Python 2 is actually being deprecated in 2020 or end of service in 2020. So a lot of things are actually moving away from that now. So when we get into the Python section of the course, we're actually going to be working completely in Python 3 for this reason solely. So while we wait for this, let's go ahead and go out to the interwebs. And I'm just going to go to applications up here and then Firefox terminal. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to Google, and I want to look for something on GitHub. So I want you to look for GitHub and then just type in Impacket. Now Impacket is a toolkit that we're going to be using when we get to the exploitation part of this course, but it's going to be a good tool that we're going to need to install anyway, so why not go ahead and take care of it while we're here. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on this Secure Auth Corp here, and we're going to do this clone. So we're going to say clone or download right here. We're going to just copy this, and now in our terminal, what we're going to do is we're going to cd, and I like to put all of my installs, and this is very common for Linux, in my opt folder, opt. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to say git clone, and we're going to paste this here. So git is just downloading from GitHub, and we're cloning this repository, and we're going to go ahead and just hit enter. And now if we cd into the name of it, so here it is Impacket, we're just going to say cd Impacket. Okay, and a lot of times with pip, what you have to do, or with pip, with git cloning, you have to go and actually look at the GitHub page to see how to install it. So if we scroll down, It says grab the latest stable version, unpack it, which we did, and then run pip install period from the directory where we placed it. Isn't that easy? Yes. So what we're going to do is full screen this, and we're just going to say pip install period. And it's going to go out and download all the things that we need for Python related to this program. And now it should be installed. A quick way to check if it's installed, there's one tool is called psexec.py. You can just psexec, start typing that, hit tab, and it should auto tab complete for that. So that will allow you to have this installed. So this showed you really briefly 3 ways to do installs. One is the way of using updates and upgrades to download everything at once that you need to update. The other one is to say apt install and actually just install a specific package that you need. So in this case, we installed pip because we actually were going to need pip anyway to install Impacket. So the third way, the third most common way is to download something off of GitHub, and we just used git clone, cloned that down, and then we went and followed the instructions for the install. In this case, it was pip install period. And now we have our tool installed and ready to go. So a lot of times you're going to have to download tools off of GitHub or things that are just not by standard or by default come with Kali that you're going to have to go out there and find. So this Impacket toolkit, for example, does come with Kali, but I don't like the one that comes with Kali. It's always unstable for me, so I like to go out and I like to get the latest stable version off of GitHub and install this, and it works really well. And this is some of my methodology that I'm passing on to you. So hopefully this makes sense, and this will give you an idea of how to install these packages or how to make updates or how to get something off GitHub. So in the next video, we're going to go ahead and cover some bash scripting, get into a little bit of that and have some fun, and then we'll be moving on to Python and learn even a little bit more of scripting. So I will catch you over in the next video.